Chicago deep dish. Giordano's is the best pizza. Elon Musk guys, they're not going to.
No, come on now. I mean, you got to be stout to be up in space, bro. You got to be stout. Come on, they got to go through some serious training. Yes,
but what I would say is
pizza one guy.
show the record against
out of it. Good.
500 and below teams.
Look at this. We got good help.
Alabama right there.
Yeah, it was that was an Alabama story right there.
Because if you look at that, you go, well, they have a better record against above 500 teams, 5-1.
Right.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited.
Let's show under 500.
intro.
Harry Pinkel kind of looks like Drinky.
Maybe it's his step brother.
You know who else looks like Drinky is Freezy. Freezy and Drinky.
Freezy. I thought you were going to talk about it.
Okay, I didn't want to talk about Drinky.
These are good. Like,
Maybe I still have a crush on him.
I think you secretly, like if he walked through the door and was like, I'm going to take you on a date, you would leave me here going, I don't know how to run this stuff. You would run out.
My secret crush on Drinky.
Yeah. I think so.
The picture is not looking very good. Like you're looking kind of blurry there.
What? Oh, I thought you had a long night.
Looks kind of blurry.
Yeah, sure. I was like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Exciting.
from high atop Scott's social media studios in the heart of the Cedar City, this is SEC Football Review with your hosts, Jared Scott and Michael Clay.
I thought you forgot who the hosts were.
Like the new intros there, Michael. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
I like that.
The shorts are funny. Very
Show
funny.
16.
And it looks like that my little game thing worked. Like it transferred us over pretty quickly, which is good.
Okay.
Which is what we need.
I'll trust you. I have no idea. I'm just along for the ride.
No idea what's going on here, huh?
No, yeah. Mic on? Is the mic on? Because that was a good opening.
Was it?
I don't know. I felt good about it. Audience,
Well,
good to see you.
apparently they thought it was great.
Yeah. You like that? You like that intro?
Yeah, they like that. They like
All
that.
right.
So you want to open up with our other intro that we were talking about a little bit?
What is that?
I think we should open up with the surprise or the trophy reveal.
Oh, yeah.
The exciting trophy reveal. You good with that?
Yeah, yeah. We're getting right into some
Into
fun
some
topics, bowl
important
game
stuff
topics.
here.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this is legitimate. I mean, this is a serious issue here.
We've turned the trophy into a toaster.
That's a funny.
We have
Funny
turned the
trophy.
trophy into a toaster, Michael.
I know, yeah.
Welcome to the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
That's a cool trophy, though.
That's incredible. Like that's a trophy that you want to like keep at your house, right? I mean, if there's anything you're wanting to do, like that's where it's at, right?
I guess the
So for our audience, right? I mean, we need to explain what's happened here. Like this
Yeah.
is a major development in college football, wouldn't you say?
trophies. Oh,
More specifically, converting trophies into Pop-Tart toasters.
Yeah, well, they're stepping up their game.
That's right. I mean, it's like who would have ever thought, hey, we're going to turn the trophy into a Pop-Tart toaster?
That's pretty cool because now, what is next year? Who's going to top them with their trophy next year?
And now the trophies are going to be the equivalent of the commercials on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you'll be like, let's watch the game.
Wait a second. Who's got what's the trophy look like this year?
Yeah. Can I make Pop-Tarts in my trophy?
So what are they going to do with the Cheez-It trophy?
It dispenses Cheez-Its? Like a pen dispenser?
like the little dispenser from when we had the old show. Remember the little
the
M&M dispenser? That's right. You just put your hand up underneath the trophy and
Cheez-Its a shootout.
Cheez-Its just shoot out.
Now, all right.
I think they
Better
covered, didn't they
question.
cover the players in Cheez-It cheese last time or something?
No, the mayonnaise bowl, the Duke, I think it's Duke mayonnaise bowl. They pour a bucket of mayonnaise on the head coach. They've done that the last couple of years. I think it's Duke mayonnaise.
The winning head coach?
Yeah. I think I would lose on purpose.
just so you get a bucket of Duke mayonnaise.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Oh,
not.
it goes on the loser's head coach.
No, it goes on the winner.
Oh, you'd lose on purpose so that you don't get the
Don't
mayonnaise
get-
on your head.
Yeah. Doused with. I mean, it's awful looking. It's crazy.
I didn't have a video ready for that one.
Yeah, well, I didn't know we were going here. It's not like a jar. I mean, it is a...
It's like a huge tub.
Yes. It's
like a Gatorade bottle size.
Yes. Yeah, huge. Yeah,
or a Gatorade tub size.
Yeah. It's I wouldn't think it'd be what you want. I mean, you want to win, but I don't know.
Not that bad?
It might compromise me as a coach. I might
compromised.
Be like,
Michael, the coach, is compromised.
Yeah. I mean... No! It's crazy. But no, seeing that with the Pop-Tart trophy, that's going to...
Next level.
Yeah, next level. And then
almost like your hat today.
You like that? It
is.
Yeah,
it's not just a Santa hat. It's a hat with Santa's on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a hat with Santa's on it.
And of course, I'm kind of doing my bling bling today, so yeah, my son picked me up a bling bling hat.
Right?
It's Christmas.
This is
time to celebrate,
before
right?
Christmas. Yeah. So Merry Christmas to everybody
for us to
out
celebrate
there.
A little bit. And,
we've kind of decorated. We got our hats. There's some elves that have decided to show up back there.
The elves on the shelf. There's some shelves behind us with some elves on them.
Yeah, a little reindeer back there.
Reindeer?
Yeah. How do you think the elves got here? See?
The elves rode the reindeer.
Yeah. That's their ride, man. But, yeah, very exciting tonight. Is exciting for our show, and then I want to mention, obviously we've talked about it, Nate Bargatze's Christmas special, Nashville Christmas special, airs tonight.
Big deal.
At 8 Central. Yeah, huge. I don't think anybody's necessarily, we're going to spoil it, but there's huge stars that come on it. Darius Rucker.
Yeah, I think that was in the preview.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood. They were going to keep it a secret, but when I went to the taping and when we went, we didn't know. So it was pretty cool as they were taping to see who come out. And then actually yours truly is, if you blink, you miss.
Oh, you're a star in the show.
No star. No, not a star, but...
come on, Michael, you're always a star in my mind.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. I wish I had I don't have an awe button.
I don't know. We don't have any awes in here. How about this one?
That's good. Yeah, I guess so. We're on an island together.
Close enough.
Took a vacation together.
On an island together.
Yeah. But yeah, you got to know what to look for. It's a skit that he does, Cracker Barrel, and when he's outside in the parking lot, myself and T-Bone are extras rocking in rocking chairs, and it's like 2 seconds. If you don't know what to look for, you'll never know it was us. So I've been trying to tell everybody.
You have to repost the clip online, so that you can catch it. Speaking of,
that's right.
I actually reposted those videos we talked about on the last 2 shows.
Yes, finally.
I posted those.
Saw that.
Took me forever, I know, but I figure our audience would love to watch those at some point in time.
So yeah, go to the Facebook page, SEC Football Review, our Facebook page, and we're trying to post more, right? Our shorts and then interesting videos we talk about.
Yep.
And those were interesting about where college football is going, where it came from, kind of where, with portal, NIL. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's that brief. That's a brief summary, but it's a lot more interesting, I felt like.
Than my summary?
Than your summary, yeah.
Yep. It is. I agree. Yeah, that was not the greatest summary.
Anyway, speaking of serious college football stuff.
Yeah.
Got a little clip here from our friend James Franklin, former Vanderbilt football coach and now Penn State coach. And this is going to be Michael's big reveal. He's not actually seen this clip yet. So
no, I haven't seen it, but we'll let him know it is kind of the topic is transfer portal.
It's a hot topic right now.
We've been talking about
hot topic right now.
In the shows, so let's see what you got.
We got problems in college football, and I can give you my word. Bo Prabula did not want to leave our program, and he did not want to leave our program until the end of the season. But the way the portal is, and the timing of it, and the way our team is playing.
So he said he didn't want to leave the program, but now he said he didn't want to leave the program until the end of the season.
There's only one spot, and those spots are filling up. He felt like he was put in a no-win situation, and I agree with him. And number one, I hate for it. Number one, most importantly, for Beau Pribula. I don't think it's in the best interest of the student athlete. I don't think it's in the best interest of college football. But I think that's our challenge right now, right? Who is really running college football and making the best decisions for the student athletes and for our sport as a whole? Beau should not be put in this position. You know, whether we don't play as many games during the season, whether we don't play conference championship games, which could actually equal things out.
That's stirring the pot there. Yeah, let's not play conference championships, huh?
I've said that.
So it aligns more with the academic calendar for most institutions, because that's part of this pressure as well.
BS on academics.
To have a transfer portal / free agency going.
Come on, it's all about the academic calendar inside those academic athletic
facilities.
facilities.
A lot of things that don't really make sense. And I know there's been a lot of discussions about, you know, maybe a commissioner of college football, but
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious we need that. We need somebody running college football. We need somebody that is not biased based on a conference.
That goes on for 2 more minutes.
Ooh-wee. He goes on a rant, and I mean it's.
Okay, so he makes good points.
Come on, Jamie, my boy. That's his nickname now. He's gonna be Jamie.
Little Jamie.
Little
he makes
Jamie.
good points, but also think I think it's BS. He's up there on a pedestal, and you know he's giving this speech not because he truly cares about Beau, because Beau's leaving him. The quarterback's leaving him.
Come on, he cares about college football.
You know what it is? He's positioning himself to look good for other recruits to come to him. That's all these. It's all
FaceTime.
It's politics.
Didn't you say you knew where Beau was looking at, where he visited?
Yeah. So when you were bringing this to my attention, I looked up because I wasn't sure if he was the starter. And he's
Jason
not.
says we need Jared and Michael running college football.
Heck yeah, I agree.
Oh man, come on, Jason. You know I'd burn it down.
Nah, man, we'd run it.
She had 9 lives. She just spent them all.
Oh, we wouldn't either.
Woo.
No, I mean, there are good points. I can say the portal, like they do have a second time it opens, but it's not till April. Move it to January to fix that. That's all you got to do. The second portal opening, move it closer to right after the season.
Or just put the portal opening in January anyway, after the championship.
Have one. Why do you have 2? I don't know.
Why does it matter whether it's during the semester or not? I don't see why that matters at all.
Well, and
come on, these athletes are all being tutored in athletic exclusive facilities anyway. So
yeah, well, in the portal last year, he didn't complain last year, and it opened actually 5 days earlier last year.
Oh, you mean that was when he wasn't in the playoff championship?
Yeah, when it didn't affect him. Yeah, December the 4th last year.
When he wasn't in it for the race.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't know when he said I hate it for him, that was to make him look good for recruiting and for recruits. Oh, he cared. I bet behind the scenes he's cussing that player like a dog. Because that guy is going to Ole Miss this weekend.
Oh.
To visit. I don't know if that's where
he's going to see Kiffy.
Yeah, he's going to Kiffin.
Wow.
So, I mean, he makes a good point and he makes himself look great, but whatever. It seems more and more. I mean, he's playing the game, right? I guess you got to do that in a big-time program.
You know, I wanted to talk about this other little clip here, but now I'm looking at these numbers, and then I'm looking at who produced this.
Yeah.
Realizing, I don't know if this is valid or not. This was produced by the folks that are not doing SEC games. And I'm looking at these numbers. These seem kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, before we get into ticket prices on the portal thing,
maybe I can find another clip before we get into it.
I think that's a good one, though. I don't know, but also because if you look, I've been since we've been doing this show, and then you'll bring up good topics. So during the week, I think of things to look up, and I've looked up
because we're talking about portal stuff, right?
Yes, and I looked up the portal for SEC and which teams, how many they've got incoming already, committed through the portal only, not just this is excluding their recruiting class of high school incoming, freshmen. This is total portal. And it's interesting because who's your top three? Who do you think the top three teams are?
Talking about for portal?
In SEC. Who's the top 3-4 teams in SEC?
But Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama.
Bam. Okay, I would agree. I think most everybody would agree.
Like if you said, "Hey, who are the top 4?" And I mean they're all in the national championship playoff except for Bama, right?
Right. But and
Bama was in the run for it, right? I mean, Bama was right in the hunt.
So when you say that, every one of them are in the bottom of the SEC when it comes to transfer portal. And what I mean by that is they're ranked, and so like the first one. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. So the first one is Alabama. They're ranked 36 in the country when it comes to getting players out of the portal. They have 2 right now coming in that they've got from the portal. They have.
You said Alabama?
Yes. They've had 14 leave, 14 transfer, but they have signed incoming class 22. And
this is the recruiting class, not the.
No.
Signed.
The signed, yeah.
So signed is both incoming. Portal and...
No. 22 is signed incoming freshman. High school.
Okay, yeah, that's recruiting.
Recruiting class.
Because you said no. I was trying to...
I wasn't sure because...
So you got 2 things. You got either portal or recruiting class, right?
Yes. But your top big schools are still getting it done through recruiting. And they're not relying on the portal so much.
Well, Kiffin did. Kiffin was the SEC
team that did he's not your top 4. That's what I'm saying. Look at your top.
Oh, you're saying that Kiffin's not the top 4 and he's not doing it with recruiting, and that's evidence.
Because two years ago, Georgia, Kirby Smart he said, I do it by building my program. I don't have to rely on the portal. He made a statement somewhat like that, saying, I know how to do it through recruiting. Basically saying he didn't necessarily need it. He'll use it.
Wasn't that Mike Norvell's thing, though? There was somebody, there was another, there was a coach that specifically said, I refuse to do portal. I'm only going to do it. Maybe it was Clemson's coach. Maybe it was Clemson's coach. I thought there was a coach that said that.
Dabo. It could have been. But they have great points because if you look, so Alabama is ranked 36th in the portal. They've only gotten 2 guys come in so far. They did have 14 leave. But if you look, as I looked, it wasn't anybody major.
It was all their backups.
Yeah, and then they've got 22
they lost
incoming.
Depth.
Then behind Alabama's Texas at 44. They've only got 3 incoming, and they only lost 9. But they signed 25 already incoming. Solid. You're talking 5 and 4-star mostly of that 25. Then it's Tennessee at 54.
Wow. So they're not even. Who is in the top on the portal?
Ole Miss is ranked number 2 in the country when it comes to getting people, the best rated
portal
people.
Guy.
Yeah.
Portal guy.
Number 2 in the country. I can't remember. Number 1 was out of SEC. I don't remember who it was. But they have 11 incoming. So Kiffin relies. It's kind of cool comparison.
Did he rely on the portal last year too, though?
I'd have to look that up.
Like there was a whole thing about how his defense was all portal defense.
Yes, he did. Yeah. So he's got 11 incoming from the portal.
And he's looking at stealing Penn State's second backup quarterback.
Yeah. And this is as of today, based on 24/7 Sports is where I got my information. They got 12 leaving, but here's the thing: they've signed 22. So
Kiffin signed 22 on top of the portal.
11 coming in.
No, so he's double dipping.
Yeah, but he may have more. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, but I found it interesting that your top teams in the SEC, and you could say in
the country.
Yeah,
I mean, you can
I
say
would have
that.
to look at Ohio State. They probably are doing the same. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But SEC, and Georgia has no portal, nobody coming in. They're unranked because they have nobody coming in.
No portal transfers for Georgia.
Yeah, they have 8 leaving.
Wow.
8 entering the portal, but they signed 28 recruiting.
Wow. I think this is probably a better.
So, yeah, it's just interesting to see how it's used and who uses it.
Yeah, that's fascinating. You need to build a graphic for that.
Sure. Yeah. Had to get my wife. She's the graphic designer.
Oh, yeah. You get her to do it.
But, yeah, so I don't know. I found it interesting. We could go
viral.
Yeah.
Michael's wife's graphic would go viral.
But, when
so you did a lot of digging then to get all that.
Well,
or is there sites that talk about it?
24/7 Sports dedicates everything to recruiting and basketball.
Got a big
football.
segment.
It's a great website for all that. You can look it up. It has the rankings. It has recruiting. It's a great website.
Well,
but anywho,
that was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna be now. We're gonna see though, like this is like here's the measurement. Then we look at the performance in the season next year, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it going to impact performance? Is Kiffin going to be at the top of the ladder?
Yeah.
By digging into the portal while everybody else just kind of sat on the sidelines.
Well, I think the best coaches, they know what they're doing. Like those Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Texas.
The top coaches don't need to dig the portal because the recruits are coming to them because they know that they are good coaches.
They might have the deepest pockets. I don't know, NIL-wise, to assure that they get the best
lock
recruits.
in those players.
Or they're the best recruiters. They're doing it
the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there is an old-fashioned way, isn't there?
Yeah, because I think Saban was the same way. He didn't really.
I thought that was why he left.
Yeah.
Because he was sick. He didn't want to hear about the portal and didn't want to hear about the NIL. And he's like, I'm a good coach. And they should be coming to me to learn how to play ball.
Yes, I'll put them.
But that'd be interesting to see Saban say that at Alabama. When you got Bill Belichick at North Carolina saying the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm going to choose Nick Saban or Bill Belichick.
Yeah. And I'm interested to see
what his recruiting classes look like.
Yes.
When did you pull this data? Did they have anything from North Carolina?
I didn't look it up. This was today, but...
You're just looking up SEC stuff.
And Vandy, I was... since the last couple of days, they actually have pulled eight guys. They lost
in the portal.
Yeah, dude, for defensive lineman from Texas. I looked his stats up though. He had like 2 obviously a third, second, but
well, if he's sitting the bench, he doesn't have a chance to show off.
And they pulled a linebacker / edge rusher from Alabama, and he didn't play as much either. But I gotta think.
But if you don't get play time, you can't show what you can do.
No. But I would take, as a Vandy guy, I'll take your third string from Texas and Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Well, and, speaking of Vandy, do you want to go ahead and talk about the other news?
Oh, yeah, before we get into
that ticket prices.
We got a lot of topics.
There's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about right now.
We will do picks. So.
You want to talk about your boy then? Exciting news about your boy?
Yeah, you followed it more in depth, but I was.
Well, I mean, I just heard the news. I haven't actually gotten all the details on it yet.
It was yesterday when it come out officially.
Yeah, it hit yesterday that Diego Pavia will be coming back to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
So,
yep. He was granted an extra year to play. The judge ruled. I think the NCAA is going to appeal it, but as of now, he's been granted another year.
One day ago. Now, this is a temporary injunction.
Yeah, but he gets
so at any point in time, well,
it could get overturned, right?
Well, he could. So I think there was an article that I read about this where they said if they put the injunction in place and then it got appealed and the NCAA appealed it and then the NCAA won,
then
it could be like in the middle of Vanderbilt's season and then he could be banned from playing.
Pulled, yeah. That's crazy in itself.
And so that's what I was reading. Now I haven't read any of the latest news.
But if you look at Vandy's like, he's back, he's coming back. I mean, and if you read it says he gets another year, but like you just said, the injunction that they could. Now, how bad would that make them look?
Well, does the NCAA really want to fight this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Just because they can fight it, does it do them good to fight it? That's the question, right?
I think what happens possibly is they'll come to some kind of like, okay, they might threaten appeal, but then they'll go, okay, we're not going to, but we will start up. Like, it'll be a cutoff because we were talking
But let's
before.
say the NCAA says, hey, we're not going to count JUCO.
Yeah.
We just won't count JUCO for your eligibility.
Yeah, and I think
so
that's
technically
what
a player
say.
could play 4 years at JUCO and then have 4 years of eligibility.
But I think what this will do, though, because you'll have guys in the last couple of years want to come. They'll have to have a cut go starting now because we can't have all you trying to come
but how
back.
many came over from JUCO that's trying to come back?
There's no telling. I don't know.
And how many can come back, right, to get money? How many JUCO players are out there that are like playing in big name programs?
There's more than you think. I don't know. That's something that I had to do, but it's
because it all hinges on the JUCO thing.
Yeah.
If he had already played a whole bunch, all these years at Vandy, this wouldn't have happened.
No, he would be done.
But the JUCO piece of it is what.
Yeah. And I don't know how many. I just assumed there would be. There's more that came through JUCO ranks and are in Division I, I think, than
I'd imagine.
Now, how good are they?
How good are they? Like,
know.
do they play first string quarterback?
I don't know. But I think you'd have more. I think they would have to have, like, hey, we can't have all of you just coming out. Or they'll get sued like I bet there'll be more sue after this.
Let's see. How many JUCO
Yeah, that may be something.
players? Ooh, this is a curious one. How many JUCO players are in the NFL?
Oh, gosh. A bunch, I bet.
Aaron Rodgers was a JUCO.
Yeah. See, I mean, you get to look and he started at JUCO because Aaron Rodgers went to University of Cal.
So how many JUCO players are in, what is it considered, level tier 1 NCAA?
Just Division I, yeah.
Division 1. Let's see. New JUCO ruling and how it affects recruiting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is one we made because you don't want to bog the show down.
Okay, according to NCAA study, 14.8% of all JUCO basketball players transferred from junior colleges with basketball programs to 4 years.
Yeah.
So if we translated that to football, let's just assume, right?
Basketball's more, I would say.
Yeah, so I'd say 10%.
Yeah, 10%.
But is that 10% playing as a starter? I'd say that's very unlikely.
I don't know. Not the whole 10. I bet almost half.
This would take research.
Yeah, that's why. That's an
interesting conversation.
Yeah, very interesting.
Well, anyway, so moving on to some other conversations. You want to talk about tickets?
Yeah. So so we're getting into ticket prices. What happened to that? Okay.
I won't bring up the other one, but
yeah, bring them both up eventually.
I don't know if I can find it. What did I do? Did I close it out?
I'm not. Ooh, I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
So we're talking, we were looking up at kind of show prep and talking about things before the show started and ticket prices for the college football playoff, right? And a little surprising.
So the interesting piece of this, now, here's the deal. This is Fox college football, right? So there's got to be some level of bias, right? And I think some of the data that I saw did not reflect this. Some of the other data that I saw reflected different data. But ultimately, I felt like the interesting things were related to how low ticket prices were for SMU and for the Arizona State versus who knows who. I mean,
I don't know that you can necessarily compare. They're like those 4 bye games are still going to be a little lower. Once they find out who they're playing,
then they'll kick in.
They're going to go crazy. I don't know that you can necessarily compare other than to go, ooh, because you don't know who they're playing. Depending on, like, if Arizona State pulls Texas, I guarantee you that bottom price of $97 a ticket goes up. Not to mention probably the higher price. And that's in Atlanta. You got to think too what stadium it is in that second round. But first round is at
because of where it is.
Yeah. So let's talk first round, right? Because we have 2 teams. We have a set matchup. To me, lowest, that makes sense. SMU at Penn State, the lowest price, according to this, is $95 a ticket. Up to,
Reagan says nobody from Texas wants to go sit in the cold.
Well, they won't be. If they win, they'll be in the Peach Bowl.
Jason now has figured out why Notre Dame prices are so high. Did you get your tickets early there, Jason?
But, so, yeah, I can see SMU and Penn State being the lower, right? Then the next lowest is...
I saw one program that was saying that tickets for that Penn State game were going for $20 a piece.
I bet.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
See, but that's a thing that, hey, SMU should just go and buy them out.
Oh, yeah, and hand them out to their fan, yeah.
I mean, at $20 a ticket, the schools should just buy out whatever they can buy.
Yeah. I agree.
Give them away to anybody who says they'll take the road trip.
And every student go, hey, if you tell us you're going, we'll give you tickets. Like I would tell my whole student, it's Christmas break.
Whole student body.
I'd be like, hey, we're done. Come to the campus athletic, wherever.
We'll give you free tickets.
Yeah.
Free tickets.
Yep.
Well, and awesome. The crazy thing is that I was also reading that Tennessee has bought more tickets to that Tennessee-Ohio State game than Ohio State people have.
And if that's true, dude, that's good for them. And I told a guy today, I'm not a UT guy. I have never pulled for them, but this is the closest I've ever gotten to like pulling and hoping they win. And I don't know why, then ever. Coach, what's his first name? Day for Ohio State. He irritates me, and in the Big Ten, I feel like they got favored in all this college football playoff overall. So Ryan Day, that's his name.
Ryan Day, that's right.
And if they do this, if Tennessee pulls this off and has like over 50% fans there, I'll say congratulations, good job to you, and the crowd will cheer. It'll be amazing. And Ohio State should be embarrassed if that happens.
Well, speaking of that, did you also hear that apparently somebody hacked Apple for Ohio State Stadium?
Really?
And changed the name on Apple Maps to Neyland North?
Oh, my gosh. Change the name to Neyland North.
Change the name to Neyland North. Yep. Change the name to Neyland North. So...
All I got to say is they better back, the fans better go. Building this up, if you go and you turn out and you have more fans there than Ohio State, I'll say good. If you don't, watch out for the back. Don't be crying.
It's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah, that's the only thing. So I don't know. That's interesting.
I just realized we didn't do the survey for this week.
Oh, you didn't get it ready.
I didn't get it ready.
We sure didn't.
Well, that'll work.
Well, what we can do is we can still
We'll set it up after the show. Yeah, you just need to write down my picks as we go through the show.
Yeah, I have that.
So
I've been doing that every week. I still write yours and mine.
So you can catch me,
yeah.
And then all our fans can fill them out after the show.
And it's just going to be 4 games, the 4 playoff games, right?
Yeah, I mean, I may be able to do it during the show, but I'd much rather focus on the show.
Yeah, no. So we'll do the picks. We'll add them right after the show, and then you'll just have to go between now and the first game tomorrow night and pick, which I think you will.
Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. College football playoff. Are you done with the ticket prices?
Yeah, I'm fine with.
What?
I'm not fine with the ticket prices. I'm not going to pay those prices.
Do you know? All right, here's the interesting. I just saw the bottom. If SMU were to win and plays Boise State, how low does the ticket prices get for that game?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to pull for SMU now.
Just because you want to see what the ticket prices look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going to be rooting for SMU to beat Penn State. I thought you were a James Franklin fan.
No. When he was here, I was. Kind of like UT with Kiffin. They loved him, and as soon as he
got on that plane and started to...
Because listen, this is why, too, James Franklin's on there complaining. When he left Vandy, dude, he was getting recruited. He took a bunch of the players. And you can't tell me he didn't go to them the night before.
And say,
he wasn't saying, hey, follow me. Because the one dude that was their starting quarterback for the next 4 years was going to Vandy. He followed Franklin. And he was good. He started for Penn State. I can't remember his name, but he was coming here to Vandy. And he took several guys like that. And
he gutted the roster.
Yeah, and you can't tell me he did it dirty.
And then Derek Mason turned around and recruited the best there ever was.
No. Towns would say that, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's what James Franklin
Reagan says it'll be $5 a ticket for Boise versus SMU.
Maybe we can go there and do a show.
They'll be begging somebody to come see that show.
They'll give us a suite.
That's right. They'll give us. They'll be like, "Oh, did you pay $5? Okay, here you can have the suite. Nobody bought these.
So you can do a live show.
We'll give you a free upgrade.
We'll do our show from the suite.
Where is that? That's the Fiesta Bowl.
Oh, and there's Arizona.
Is that Tempe, Arizona?
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
I have to call the Fiesta Bowl and see if we can do a show from there.
Nice weather.
Say, hey, we'll do a show
Year's
for
Eve. you. Reagan says road trip. Yeah. That would be cool. That'd be funny. I'll actually be headed to Panama City.
Well, and it's interesting, you know, we disconnected from all the other people in our household, and all of a sudden we've had the greatest connection ever.
I know, it's been good.
So clearly we know what we need to do.
Yeah.
No one else gets to play on our internet.
Yeah. We got a good tech guy here in J-Rod. Yeah, so that would be I can't wait to get older and retire and have a little bit of money.
Then we can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Because I would tell you I would probably do it. SMU, if I was retired, I could be like, you know what? I'm going to go out there and watch that game.
We'll buy some mobile
Cheap
backpacks
tickets.
with little antennas on the back.
Yeah. And then, because what brings us up, a buddy of mine at work, he went on a cruise last week. Well, the week before, he was keeping up with it. He said, man, the cruise I'm going on, they're having a flash sale, I guess, to sell it out. And it was a 7-day cruise. And for one day, they sold tickets to get on the cruise. 7 days. Now, they were in rooms, no windows. $250.
For 7 days.
Yes. And then the next day, he said, let me check it again. I was like, dude. And it went up to $400, but that was still cheaper than what they'd been selling. They were just trying to get people on the boat. And now the boat left on Saturday. This was Tuesday.
Do you want to be on the boat post-COVID?
Yeah, I don't. Man, I've had COVID 3 times. It's like...
No, I'm talking about you having COVID. I'm
common cold.
Talking about the boat not being allowed to redock.
They're
stuck out in the ocean for weeks.
Hey, they're making that money. They ain't worried about that no more. They'll let you off with leprosy. They don't care no more. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't bother me. But to my point of when we get old and retired, he told me, hey, there's a cruise for $200.
Oh, there's people. So I saw this thing. Speaking of this, I saw this thing where these people took their retirement money and they bought a condo effectively on a cruise ship, and it just circles the planet.
And they just stay on. You know, I think I've read something about that.
And they just stay on it all year long.
Now, see, I don't know if I would do that. But if I can go on a 7-day, like in 5 days' notice, up and like right now, I can't do that.
Yeah, we could do that. We got to go to
But
work.
for $250, Jared, let's go down and get on the boat in New Orleans. Pack your stuff up and be ready in 3 days. We're driving down.
Yeah, Iona hates water.
Well, she can stay home when we retire. I'm asking you, not her.
You and I will go on the. We'll do our show live from the cruise
Yeah,
ship.
we're retired.
That's right. We're retired. We can do whatever we want. Oh my goodness.
So, I don't know. I just retired will be fun if I get to.
Good times. Good times.
That's
Okay,
right. So, ease into some picking, nose picking.
yeah, let's go into some nose picking.
All right.
Okay. We're going with Jason's favorite team here today. Jason, Notre Dame finally made SEC football review today. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, he finally gets. Yeah, we get to talk about.
Finally
Notre
get to
Dame.
talk a little bit about Notre Dame.
That's a loyal fan to watch a show that never talks about his team for 16 shows until the 16th.
He's been plugging
show.
Notre Dame ever since
Yeah.
the beginning of the show, man.
Yeah.
Like the very beginning, it was like nothing but Notre Dame, nothing but Notre Dame. Well, now his chance has come.
Here's the lesson. So even if you're not a SEC fan or we don't talk your
He's woohoo.
yeah, we don't talk your teams, just wait. We will. 16 shows in and we get to his team, Notre Dame.
Boom shakalaka!
Yeah. And Army though, we got to Army
Yeah,
pretty early.
we talked to Army a little bit.
Shoot, 4 or 5. We've talked a couple times. So.
Well, you know, there was
You're
thought that
welcome,
Army
Army
was going to
fans.
be something, and then they ended up being nothing when the Navy just stomped them.
It's still one of their better years overall, but yeah, they don't like that Navy beat them.
Well, Jason will be excited to see this Notre Dame spread. Notre Dame by 7
Yes, so
over
this
Indiana.
is tomorrow night.
And I think I'm going to stir the pot, and I think I'm going to pick against Notre Dame.
Yeah, I don't.
7 points.
Yeah, 7 points, and you're gonna. So you'd say no cover
I
for
don't
Indiana.
know. I'm split
Or
on
Notre
this.
Dame.
We don't follow these teams enough for me to really feel. Maybe I should be Jason's friend and go for Notre Dame.
I'll tell you this: the only really good book it, Willie. Jason, he's covering. He's saying Notre Dame covers.
That's what I interpret it as.
So, and I'm probably going to go Notre Dame because Indiana, their one big good team they played
Oh yeah,
was Ohio State, and they got rolled, right?
They got
Now,
rolled. Yeah.
I don't know if Notre Dame is Ohio State.
Notre Dame did have a better strength of schedule.
Yeah, and I'm beginning now since they only lost the one to Northern Illinois. I think that was a true upset. I don't think that was an indication. At the time, I thought
Kind of like
Notre
Vandy's
Dame's
lost
gonna-
to Georgia State,
Yes,
right? Same
yes.
kind of thing.
At the-
Not a legitimate loss, just
Yeah.
that they came to the wrong game at the wrong time.
Now, at the time, I thought, well, Notre Dame stinks. They're no good.
But they've turned their season around, right?
And they've played pretty solid since. So I truly think that was just like a hiccup, a true upset, and it wasn't indicative of how they actually were. So with that being said, I'm going to say Notre Dame covers.
Now you got me thinking. I want to see the schedule here. So looking at Notre Dame's schedule, that they've beaten, and they barely lost that Northern Illinois
Yeah.
game.
Now,
Everybody
I mean-
else they've beaten by more than. Louisville was close, but everybody else they stomped them.
The only Indiana can score if it gets into a shootout.
No, I've
Look
decided after watching the schedule, I'm going to support Notre Dame.
Cover. We're both going to cover.
We're both. Why are we doing the same dang thing every time?
I don't know.
How did we do last week? We didn't even look at the numbers for last
There's
week.
only one game that played. It's not like I started to rethink we should have done something different. Army
that didn't
Navy's the
work
only
out
game
very
that
well.
played. The rest of them is SEC, and they
Yeah,
had.
because I thought originally
they
we
played
thought
till
about
later.
doing just the bowl games that were that weekend.
Yeah,
And then we decided to go SEC, which is going to span out over.
I'm thinking we should have done that.
Should have reevaluated.
But we got this week to save us, and then we. So here's a good time to plug. This is the last show before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
December 19th. So
taking
we'll
off
back.
next week, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll be back for a special show.
December 30th, Monday night,
right before the bye week games.
Yeah,
Second round games.
The second round, yeah. So the winners of these games coming up Friday and Saturday, we'll be back on December 30th to talk about them. So, Reagan says Indiana couldn't beat MTSU. I would beg to differ because
everybody
of who the
could beat MTSU.
Yeah, because of who the coach is. Has nothing to do with the players, who the coach is.
But anyway.
Yeah, so Notre
Moving
Dame,
on.
I think, covers. I think Notre Dame's defense will hold Indiana.
And we'll have the
and,
survey out there for folks to pick with us after the show. I'm going to do it right after the show.
Yeah,
so.
we forgot.
Sorry about that.
We were excited. So
we're too excited about all the other chaos that's going on right now. So, next game, SMU Penn State.
Is this saying this game's on TNT?
Yeah, this is another drama around this game. Is that this game is not being broadcast on something significant?
Holy cow!
Yep. So this game is getting hit on all fronts, right?
Yeah.
Ticket prices are terrible.
Hold up! Is the NFL playing on Saturdays now?
Maybe.
I'm wondering if that. That's crazy that SMU that they're on TNT, because the game Friday night is on ABC, Indiana and Notre Dame, right? I think that's what it said.
Yeah.
Is there games?
In week 18, 2 games will be played on Saturday, 4:30
Yes.
and 8 p.m.
Yep. On what 2 channels for NFL? I bet if you click one more time.
This one?
Yeah. So Houston, the Texans and Chiefs are playing on NBC.
NBC and CBS.
Oh. Yeah.
Either way, like
So
that's why,
they're
right?
NFL.
They're competing
yeah.
against NFL games, and so they got relegated down. But this is still on multiple levels, right? So this is your ticket prices are terrible. Nobody really is going to watch this game. Like, it's a combination of things
Gosh,
here.
I hope SMU beats Penn State just to make
Combination of things here. And that's probably also why Franklin's pissing and moaning,
Yeah.
right? He's getting the shaft, seriously.
That
here.
makes me hope he loses.
Now, that being said, on the other side of that coin, this is his house.
Yeah.
Like, you should be sold out, dude. All your fans should be out there. I'm curious. I need to go back and watch some past Penn State games and see if they actually had a full house.
Oh, they do. Yeah. They do. I would say it'll look full. It'll be pretty full, if not sold out. They usually fill it up.
Regardless of ticket prices.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good. Yeah. This is one of the cheaper of the playoff games, though, too.
They also got snow, and they were plowing the snow off the field.
Were they really? I didn't
Yeah.
look for that.
Yeah, they were plowing the snow off the field. So,
Um,
now, I don't know, have we ever seen college football games like this where it's like completely snowed over?
I mean,
Reagan says Penn State is doing a whiteout.
yeah.
Interesting.
And they'll do a whiteout like that. It's pretty cool when they played, Ohio State and they've had
a
big
whiteout
games.
combined with snow everywhere?
Yeah, it's going to just be, man.
That'll be freaky.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb. I don't think SMU's going to win, but I'm going to go with the cover because it seems like Franklin's distracted by a bunch of crap. Portal.
You're going to go with the cover? You're going to say that Penn State covers?
No, they don't. He's distracted. Did you want to do that?
I wanted to do that.
Oh,
like, we're going to pick the same picks again.
I'll trade you. I'll trade. $5. Give me $5 and I'll let you pick. Come on, that's fair. No? Okay, I'll offer. I mean,
I think I'm going to just go whatever opposite of whatever you are.
well, do you want the underdog?
I wanted to pick SMU to win it.
I'll let you pick it.
But we both wanted SMU to win it.
No, actually, my statement was I don't think they'll win, but I'm going to pick them to. I'll pick Penn State not to cover, though. They'll keep it within 8.
Okay, I'll take Penn State to cover then.
Well, hold on, though.
No, I'll take Franklin.
You're more bold in saying SMU.
I'm going to go
win.
conservative here. I'll take Penn State to
My
cover.
head itches.
Oh,
Penn
no,
State
these
to cover?
hats are great, but they're not great for my head.
So you're
Itching
going.
us.
Okay, I've talked you into taking.
I'll take Penn State to cover. Yep.
I think you're sitting good with that pick.
I think it's a good pick.
I do too. I was just trying to.
I think it's a good pick. I mean, SMU, I watched SMU's coach talk on one of the other shows, and I mean, he sounds impressive.
I like their
and Franklin sounds like he's too busy pissing and moaning and complaining about everything instead of focusing on winning.
The game, yeah.
But at the same time, Penn State and Franklin, like.
The line is 8.5. Yes.
Sorry, Jason. I'll bring it back up on the screen.
Line is 8.5.
Spread is 8.5 down here at the bottom.
Yep.
Oh yes, 8.5. So I'm going to pick Penn State by 9.5. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for reminding me. I need a little bit more alcohol in my system tonight.
Point. Yeah. You forgot about your lonely
Bob Booker.
Point.
Bob Barker.
Who? Booker.
Bob Barker.
Who's Bob Booker?
Bob
Barker's long lost cousin.
Yeah.
They don't like to talk about him.
Bob Barker's long lost cousin named Bob Booker.
Yeah, they're like, we don't talk about Bob Booker.
Reagan says horses don't like snow.
No. These are Mustangs.
So the whole thing, so this brings up another question, and maybe you know about this. I didn't know anything about the Pony Express scandal.
Oh, yeah.
And I think maybe we touched on this, but I kind of got exposed to more of it.
So what
was the deal that they were they paying players? Is that what it was? And then they got in trouble for paying players, and now paying players is legal?
Yeah. So it's like that country song, I was country when country wasn't cool. SMU was paying players when paying players wasn't cool. And look, now that it's legal, guess who's back? Yep. SMU's like, we know how to do this.
We know how to do this. I think we did talk about this. I
we
remember that
did.
statement.
We did. Yeah, I would suggest watching the 30 for 30 at ESPN.
Yep.
You have Netflix or Hulu, you can go back ESPN 30 for 30 and look up the Pony Express. It's a good
show.
It's a good documentary.
Okay, you ready to talk a little bit more about the next game, or where we
I'm pulling for SMU. I like their quarterback. When he played against Clemson, he impressed me. I don't know if he's good enough to beat Penn State, but let's go Mustangs.
I didn't have us on full screen for that one. Can you redo that one again?
No. Natural.
That's a
It almost sounds like Scooby-Doo.
I can't even do it. I'm laughing so hard. Oh, that needs to be a Nate's Christmas special.
Oh, speaking of, you got 7 minutes if you want to ditch us.
Oh, don't ditch us. We're gonna wrap it up here pretty quick.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm gonna say
Clemson at Texas.
Texas does not cover the spread. 12-point spread. 12-point spread.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at right now.
You know, I'll differ. We'll keep it different.
Yep. I'm gonna say Texas doesn't cover the spread.
I think they do.
I think they'll win, but I don't think they'll cover the spread.
Okay.
So,
I'll put no cover for you on Texas.
So Texas scores 11 points.
No. So it's 11-0. It could be 21-10. That's actually
10.5.
You drive me nuts for that. But yeah, no, 21-10 actually is not a bad. That's 11 points.
I can see that.
You would.
I can see that.
You would be winner chicken dinner.
Winner chicken dinner.
I
mean, Texas is coming here to play Clemson, who is. I mean, this is one of those things where, hey, we just got to beat these guys. Like, I don't even care about Clemson.
I mean, at this point.
And Texas, if I remember correctly, somebody was telling me Texas has got like the easiest path to the championship. They play Clemson, then they follow that with Arizona State.
Oh yeah, that's a good. When that goes from the beginning, I think we talked about it, and then the beginning of the year,
whoever the 5 seed is going to be the winner.
The 5 seed probably will be.
They get a home game against the worst team,
and then be a favorite in the second round against the 4 seed.
Yep.
But I don't know. We'll see. It's exciting. This is
when it all hits the fan.
We're gonna see what everybody's been excited and arguing.
Couldn't believe my wife picked Tennessee to go all the way.
Really?
She picked Tennessee to play Georgia in the national championship.
Oh gosh, all SEC. That would be crazy.
And I was like, is that even possible? But I guess the bracket allows it to be possible.
Maybe.
Because Tennessee, I guess Tennessee has to beat Texas if they win this game and the next game.
No. Here, scroll down. I think
the bracket's not on here.
No. You just said Texas plays Arizona State if they win this.
No, but it was like the next level of the bracket.
If you scroll down, it's there. 8 and 9. Yeah. 8 and 9 plays 1, which would be Oregon.
But then there's another game after that.
Yeah.
So Texas wins this one.
Yeah.
Tennessee wins against Oregon. Then it'd be Texas versus Tennessee. And then Tennessee would play Georgia in the next one.
There's one more.
Because Georgia would play. You got to see the bracket.
Yeah.
Like, we have to look at the whole bracket. We can't just sit here and scroll through it.
Yeah.
Let's see, where is it?
So Clemson. Yeah.
I'm sure one of our audience.
I think Texas covers.
CFP bracket.
Yeah, you should be able to pull it up pretty quick, right there.
Okay, so here we go. So
here we go. It's possible. Georgia's
Tennessee, right? Tennessee plays Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Texas plays Arizona State,
very possible.
right? And this goes back to the whole thing of they didn't want SEC playing SEC to start the thing. Well, that means that SEC could potentially not play any SEC all the way till the top of the bracket, right? Texas goes all the way to the top. Tennessee goes all the way to the top. Tennessee plays Texas. Georgia plays whoever comes out of this mess down here. Penn State's little easy path to victory, right?
Yeah.
If Georgia comes out of it, right, it's possible that Georgia and Tennessee would play for the national championship.
To be honest, Georgia's on the easier side.
They got to play Notre Dame. I mean, Jason would say that's not easy.
Well, he's a
Jason says Notre Dame beats Georgia in New Orleans after he goes cruising.
He's gonna buy him a $250 cruise ticket.
So Nick, he's gonna buy that cruise ticket, then buy a Notre Dame ticket.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but you're right though. Your wife, Tennessee, Georgia could play each other.
That's what she picked.
So that'd be cool.
She picked. She's picking brackets faster than I can.
All SEC championship would make people mad.
That would piss a lot of people off, but a win is a win. If you win the games, you win the games. It is what it is.
All right.
And that means the SEC teams beat all the other teams, right? So there you go. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but I think based on my picks, I picked Tennessee or Texas to win but not cover.
Yeah. But it's still a win.
It'd still be a win.
Now a spread's really just for, and it always has been, but they're just trying to win.
Okay, so now for the game that's really making the news.
This is the biggest game of the 4 in the first round.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they're 8 versus 9, right? And man, the number of, when I'm looking this stuff up online, the number of people who are like, oh, it should have never been Ohio State. It should have been at Tennessee, not at Ohio State. Blah blah blah.
Get over it. I think Tennessee's happy to be there, and I think they'll be ready. I think they like this position.
I feel like they're going to be more ready than Ohio State. All the drama coming out of that Michigan game.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've heard things about how their Ohio State's coach is on the hot seat now. If he loses this game, he's out.
Which is nuts.
He went to the national championship competition, competed for national championship, loses in the first round, and then gets fired.
Yeah. I mean,
Ryan Day, that's who it is. Ryan Day.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's lost to Michigan 4 years in a row, and that's the big.
Is it 4 years in a row?
And this was the whole thing was losing to Michigan. That's Ohio State's national championship.
Yeah, they
don't care about the national championship. Yeah. They don't care about the Big Ten championship. They care about did you beat Michigan.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, if they win the national championship, they'll forget about that.
They'll forget about all that. I know they will.
No talk. Yeah,
I know they will. But I'm just saying that if he loses this first round right out the gate.
Yeah, I hope he does actually.
So help me understand too. He is kind of irritating.
Yeah.
Help me understand too. So the money line here means that Tennessee plus 230.
That's to win outright.
So that means they're picking Ohio State to win outright.
No.
So they're picking
Ohio
Tennessee
State's
to win.
The favorite. No. They're not picking. They're just giving you what the underdog would pay was plus 230, which.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. So that's the payout if Tennessee wins.
Yes.
And you pick Tennessee to win.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because they're the underdog. So that. And I people are going to put some money down on that. Just in hopes. But I think it's going to be low scoring. I would take the under. It's 45.5. It's come down. It was 47. But I think like a 2017 game, 21-17.
Are you picking Ohio State to cover?
Nope. Tennessee. I think Tennessee keeps it. If they don't, and
I mean, you can tell by what I'm wearing what I'm picking.
Well, and here's why I got the hook 7.5. Like,
yeah, you keep trying to explain this hook to me. But,
so I actually parlayed. I put Tennessee to cover the spread, and I picked the under. I did put that bet down because if Tennessee loses by a touchdown, I still win my bet. Because of the hook. If it was 7 points even, it'd be a push and I wouldn't win.
Gotcha.
In some sites, you just get your money back. In some sites, they count that as a loss and you lose your bet money, whatever you bet.
Yeah, interesting.
So that's why the hook's so important. Because if it's a push, you just get, depending on who you
either get nothing
with,
and your money back or you lose your money.
Yeah. It counts as a loss. It just depends what bookie you're
booking with. Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm gonna pick Tennessee to win, so that clearly that means that I'm not.
So we're both going no cover.
No cover. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not Neyland. I like the whole people hacking the system to put Neyland North on there. That was funny.
Yeah, that is. But in doing all this, though, now just back it up. That's all I got to say.
Well, and the other thing is this kind of goes back to, remember that player that talked trash from Auburn? We will never lose to Alabama.
Yeah. And
I didn't see you back it up, buddy.
He had I looked up. He had 2 tackles in that game. That's it.
That's it.
No sacks, no tackles for loss. Like I went back.
He was big talk and no action.
Yeah.
So he got pushed around. Was he a linebacker?
I think so. Yeah, because he claimed he was faster than Milroe.
Yeah. He was claiming some big claims.
You better sack him at least once, if not multiple times.
Absolutely.
After saying all that.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
So, I know he's only 18, but guess what? Learn from it.
Well, we are 3 minutes into Nate's show, so.
Right. Oh, look, and somebody dropped.
They're going to watch Nate's show, and we are too. So, but one of the things we do want to leave with, let me see, where's our clips?
I agree.
Where's our clips?
Reagan said Milroe ran right by that guy.
He smoked him.
Yeah.
He smoked him. Milroe put him to shame, man.
Fun, quick show. Merry Christmas. We will be back.
He was the guy who...
December 30th.
December 30th. Thank you again, Michael. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, have a great Christmas. Check out our shorts.
He used to announce it's football time in Tennessee, right? And then he would also be the one who give him 6.
Yeah.
John Ward was just the voice, and for me, he was the voice of the Vols, right?
Recruiting issue.
Yeah, it was. It's not as much so more now because people transfer like they're changing their underwear, right?
Transfer like they're changing their underwear.
Yeah.
How often do you change your underwear?
I change mine well, I guess some people don't. I change mine at least once a day.
Once a day.
And some people may not think that's a lot. I don't know. I don't know what the average daily underwear change is.
I guess it depends on what you ate the day before.
No, I don't like the only way.
Well, just because you don't like it doesn't mean the committee won't do it.
Yeah. I'm friends with them, and they agree with you.